Hello there, everyone. Zantok here with Select Star Gaming, and welcome to another episode here of 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. Continuing on from the stream archive footage that I played a while back, but let's go ahead and kick it off to Past Me, who's going to be continuing through the game. Take it away.
This door looks heavy.
But it's not locked. I'm opening it.
Whoa, what the hell is this?
This has to be the biggest room so far. The ceiling is pretty high, too.
Huh. Could be 2 stories, maybe even more.
Big room. Oh, yeah.
This space could be utilizing the entire length of the ship.
What's that huge Kamaboko-looking building in the middle?
That depends. Tell me what's a Kamaboko.
Kamaboko? Well, I guess that's as good of a description of it as any. I see stairs, so we may as well head over to them.
Yeah, but this section's barely wide enough to fit one person.
I gotta say, I do not like these stairs that have no railings. That triggers anxiety. Oh, boy.
You're right.
Whoa, you can't even tell the shape when you're this close.
Let's check out the other side, too.
This looks to be the steam engine room.
The steam engine room?
Yes, that thing that looks like a cross-section of a mushroom is the boiler. Do you see the 3 round doors near the bottom? Coal is put into those and burned, which heats the water, producing steam. The same thing that drives a steam engine. This one is simply somewhat larger.
I see.
It doesn't appear to be running right now.
All right, let's split up. Hey, what's wrong? Are you all right?
She's going through a time again.
Hey, June.
Junpei.
You... Oh, you're really warm. Is your fever coming back?
Yes. Yes. It probably is. But I'm fine. Please, don't worry about me. I just need to rest. And I'll be fine.
That is sus.
Okay. Here, sit down. Careful.
Thank you.
Ace, Santa.
Yes.
Right. All right, let's get started. Hang in there, June. I'm gonna get you out of here real soon.
There it is. So, I don't understand why you only see that when you're doing adventure mode and not novel mode. That seems very weird to me. It almost feels like a programming error. Alright, well, here we go again. Let's just start clicking around. Look at that button. It's glowing orange, right? That's gotta mean something. Well, I guess pressing it is the best way to find out if it does anything, Santa. Nothing. There's a square hole. Nothing in there. Look at the back wall there. I can see 3 small slots. Terminals for some sort of connector, perhaps? You mean you think we're supposed to plug something in here? Perhaps. Ooh. Okay. A tunnel! It goes all the way across the ship. I'd say that's probably here to move coal from place to place. Probably comes from over there. And then the belt carries it down the tunnel and out here. So if the conveyor belt was moving, yes, the coal would almost certainly come out here. This pillar goes up toward the ceiling. Make sure to switch back to novel for later for full story script. Oh yeah, I played too. There's a reason, but it's a weird one on the cut-ins. One of those creative liberties taken from the DS. Okay. Good to know. I believe this opening is for fueling the furnace. If we were to put some coal in here and ignite it, then the steam engine might start working? Well, that's certainly possible. Okay, well. This is the bottom of the massive boiler. Cool. golden wheel? A golden gear. Doesn't look like it was always golden like this. Well then, I imagine it was prepared especially for this game. Looks like there's this door over here in this tunnel. The boat over there must deliver the coal, which is then picked up and thrown into this door. The door appears to be welded shut, however. Okay. Stairs stretch from the catwalk to the boiler. There we see more golden wheel. Okay. Is this the same one? Huge golden gear, feeling important, okay. That's where the coal goes, or would go if all of these things hadn't rusted shut. This is the huge oven for this boiler. There are 3 open areas in it. Each of the open areas has a gear in it. There's a bunch of wooden boxes over here by the wall. I already looked through those. There's nothing there. There's the barrel of the stairs. Sweet. Unfortunately, it's empty. Actually, before I go up there, let's see what's over here. Look, Ace. It's some kind of snowman secret meeting. Those are just bags full of sand. Use them as a counterweight when you're lifting something with a pulley system. Man, you're too serious. There's a pair of wooden boxes here. There's nothing in them. Okay. It's a thick iron door blocking our way. You think this is... Yes. It looks like the exit. It looks like this door slides up into the ceiling. What is this? Given its placement, it's supposed to unlock the door to the left. There's a weird indentation on the top of this thing. You think that means you're to insert something here? Yes, I'd imagine so. Oh, it makes sense to me. Send out the lifeboats and start the engine and recreate the sinking of the Gigantic. I wonder if Iceberg Charlie was later prosecuted for his actions. Hey, Ebit, what's up? Yeah, you know, we're doing some escape rooms. I think this is our 5th one, I believe. Kelly can correct me if I'm wrong. Or Asa can, I guess. Either one of them will probably know. There's a staircase that reaches out from the catwalk to the boiler. Okay. Oh, no, not the barrel. I want the stairs. The slider is down. Looks like Santa wants to give this one a shot. Ugh, damn it. Nothing. This thing won't budge. Well, what about that one? The 3 sliders on the left are down, but this one is up. There are a number of lines engraved in these. I suspect we are meant to do something rather specific with them. Junpei, why don't you move that slider down? Well, no harm in trying, I suppose. Nothing. Nothing happened. Maybe it needs to be prepared somehow. You're saying if we did something somewhere else, it'd be response somehow? Yes, I suppose that's one way of putting it. Okay. Further up we go. One of the doors on the furnace. There's an A on it. There's a circular wheel in the center of the door. Alright, let's give that sucker a twist. Well, it's noisy, but it opens. And it's totally pitch black in there. We should, go in here. Alright. Let's go. This looks just like the door we went into. Where are we? We must be on the other side, yes? Which would put us directly above the conveyor belt. At any rate, we should keep moving. There's a great deal we've yet to investigate. No, that's not what I... Alright, well, I guess we'll get back to that. There's just stuff in our way. Well, there was on the furnace. There's a B on it. Hey, Junpei, where are you going? The only thing in there is a closed numbered door. Kind of pointless to go back, huh? Okay, so that's where we started from. Okay. Yeah, sure is. And the rest in the furnace is a C. Okay, so back to the A. There's a whole bunch of boxes in my way. I can't get through. Oh, now we can go through C. Fuck, okay. There's a wooden box hanging beneath the catwalk. There's a wooden box on the end of the rope hanging from the winch. Looks like there's something in the box. Well, let's pull it up. It looks like a hand-operated winch. But it doesn't look like there's any way to operate it. That means the wheel isn't attached. This damn pile of boxes is blocking my way! One of the great metal ribs of the ship. I think June's resting right underneath it. Alright, let's go back through. The catwalk. There are no boxes on this catwalk. I don't think we can go over there. Well, anyway, it looks like that's the pipe. Looks like the bottom connects to the conveyor belt housing. Then coal must come out of this pipe onto the conveyor belt. In other words, there must be a great deal of coal in that pipe. I thought I clicked on everything, but I've gotten no items or anything that I can do, so I'm a little bit confused. A catwalk with no guardrail. Who was the safety inspector for this ship? I don't know. Also, you seem to know something about the gigantic. Why don't you tell us who made a bad design here? Because this shit's scary. Oh, now I can go through B. Okay, never mind. There was something else I could do. Good. Or had I already been here? Oh, wait, no. This one has a wheel. Alright, let's give this wheel a spin. What? That's weird. I don't feel any resistance. Ah, shit. It's a wheel that seems to be part of the winch. There's some pegs on the back that look like they go into the holes in the winch. Well, let's go put that in the other winch. From one winch to another winch. Good job, genius. You broke it. I didn't break it. It broke all by itself. Alright. The hand-operated winch. That's no wheel turn. Oh yeah, I've got the wheel. I'll put out the other winch, don't I? Let's see if it fits. Sweet, perfect fit. Like they were made for each other. Not shaky at all. Good. I should be able to turn this now. Good work, Junpei. We should be able to haul up the wooden box now. You see, the wooden box. It's under the catwalk. Can you see it? It's hanging from the rope on the winch, isn't it? Looks like there's some sort of device in the box. I'm not sure what it is. At any rate, you might as well turn that wheel now. I'm counting on you. Ace, you're being real weird right there. Alright, I'm just gonna turn the wheel. Wait, what's this? What happened? This wheel only turns to the left. It only turns to the left? That means we can't reel up that rope. Yeah. We can only let the rope down. Interesting. I don't think that will be a problem. We'll simply need to go downstairs after letting the wooden box down. I'll be counting on you, Junpei. Yeah, sure thing. No sweat.
I believe the box has reached the floor.
Yeah.
He stuck his head out over the side of the catwalk and looked down. The box had only recently hung just below the catwalk, now sat on the floor. It had come to rest near the bottom of the tunnel that covered the conveyor belt.
June's down over by there.
Junpei could see her, still leaning against the wall as if she barely had the strength to sit up. Even from so far away, it was not difficult to see that she had not improved. He almost thought he could see heat rising from her body.
She doesn't seem to be improving.
Ace's expression was inscrutable, but he'd said what they all had been thinking.
Well, of course not. She's not gonna just get better right away, you know? It'll take time.
He tried desperately to convince himself that what he'd said was true.
What could be causing this, I wonder? Illness, perhaps?
Nah, it's gotta be exhaustion.
Santa's response was confident and certain.
She gets dropped into some weird-ass ship, forced to play some messed-up game. If you think about it, it's a lot weirder that we aren't freaking out just like her, you know?
It's fair.
So you're saying we're abnormal?
Yeah. We're just running around this room, solving all these puzzles like it's just business as usual. How the hell could you call that normal? We're just guinea pigs.
Santa snorted in disgust.
Guinea pig? You mean like a lab rat? You mean we're being used for some sort of experiment? Is that what you're saying?
Dunno. But it does seem like a possibility, you know?
They stood there for a few more minutes, no one speaking until Santa turned and walked away from the winch. Junpei and Ace followed him.
You know, speaking of experiments,
Santa suddenly stopped.
there was this experiment some scientists did with rats.
There's been a few of those.
First, they took a squarish C-shaped tank and filled it with enough water that the rats could drown in it. The tank has 2 exits. Just to make it easy, we'll call one A and the other B. Exit A is pitch black, so dark even a rat can't see anything. But exit B is electrified, which means the rat can't leave through it. So, what would a rat do if it was put in this situation?
Go to A.
Which exit would the rat choose?
There was a moment of silence after Santa posed the question, and then Ace responded.
B, of course. The rat has no way of knowing that exit B is electrified.
Fair.
Exactly. The rat goes to exit B. Of course, like I said, it's electrified, which means the rat can't get out that way. So, after a lot of trial and error, the rat finally finds exit A.
I can't say that's very interesting or relevant. It's simply the story of a laboratory experiment.
You're right. It isn't very interesting. See, these scientists repeated this experiment over and over, using hundreds of different rats over several generations. This produced some surprising results. With each generation, the rats took less time to find the correct exit. Eventually, a rat was put in the tank who instantly chose exit A without even attempting to go to exit B. But that wasn't the most impressive part. The same experiment was conducted in another laboratory, far from the original one, with the same results. No, on second thought, the results weren't really the same. The rats in this second experiment began the trials with significantly faster times than the first rats in the initial one. These rats weren't related to the others and had never even come in contact with them. And yet, they all easily found their way to exit A as though they already knew. What did it mean?
Are you suggesting something like telepathy? They were passing information to one another through some undetectable medium?
The fuck? Ace looked skeptical, and Santa snorted at him. I always think about characters and how hungry/thirsty they would have to be in situations like this story. Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, and at some point somebody has to have used that toilet we found. Because, goddamn.
How the hell would I know? I'm not any kind of scientist. I don't know what made him do that. But I do know that story's true. And if you've got another explanation, I'd sure love to hear it. Come on, let's get going. There's still a lot here we haven't checked out. And we gotta get the hell out of here before June passes out.
Without waiting for a response, he turned around and started walking. Junpei, however, wasn't quite ready to leave the topic
wait.
alone.
There's something I want to ask you.
What?
Santa stopped and turned
Why
around.
did they use that tank for the experiment?
Huh?
Well, I mean, it seems like you could conduct the same experiment without the water. They could have just used a dry box, you know? If they needed to motivate the rats to escape, they could have, I don't know, put some bait by exit B or something. I mean, do they really have to make it so the rats can drown?
Santa gave a grim bark of a laugh.
You know, the word emergency comes from the same root as the word emerge. You ever think about that?
Huh?
Literally never.
Well, an emergency is something urgent, often something dangerous. And to emerge means to sort of come out, or appear, or rise out of something else. So what's going to emerge in an emergency? Inspiration.
Inspiration?
Yeah. Think about it. When the chips are down, either you crack or your mind focuses and pulls up what you need.
So in an emergency, your real potential emerges. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That's why the rats had to drown. They had to be in danger. There had to be an emergency for inspiration to emerge.
Oh.
And it gave them the power of telepathy. Okay. Alright. Junpei suddenly felt cold. The back of his head was aching, and his stomach felt strange. Okay! Sure thing! I'm going back downstairs. Where'd that box at? It wasn't this box. Or was it? Have I gotten lost again? I may have gotten lost again. Let's just check this. Nope, okay, yeah, it wasn't those. It's a silver gear. We didn't see this before. Do you think it's made of pure silver? No way. Silver's way too soft to use for a gear. It's gotta be steel or an iron gear that's been coated with silver. Shouldn't have called it a silver gear then. You shouldn't have got your hopes up. Were you thinking you'd haul this thing back? Nah. I think 7 could probably carry it, don't you? Maybe. This gear is rusty, but it still looks like it's pretty sturdy. The conveyor belt goes through the tunnel. No, I can't go through there. So many gears. I think you're supposed to put coal in through these, but they're welded shut. I don't think we can get these open. And they've got all that going on. Are you feeling inspired? Man, it takes a lot. God, I am fucking lost as shit. I don't know how. I need to be over here. I don't remember how I got there, though. Okay, that's the gold gear. Oh, blah. Yes, thank you. True, but I doubt a single boulder of this size could actually move a ship like this at any reasonable speed. You need at least 3, no 4 of these. Guess you know a lot about boats, huh? Well, not really. It's just common sense, you know? A huge bronze gear. This has to be important. Yeah. Oh, was that how I got through? It was one of these... Okay, maybe, maybe not. I literally don't remember how I got over there before. What the fuck? Yeah, there's still that. That's not a door. Wait. Okay, I missed this before. Good thing I was randomly clicking. Some kind of machine. Maybe a control panel? Alright, well. I'm just gonna... Maybe this hole's where the control panel goes. Well, there's only one way to find out. In you go! Dude, you did it! Everything looks alright. Okay, but what do we do now? Why don't you press the button next to it? The orange one? Yes. Alright, I'll do that. Pushing! Sweet! All sorts of lights are lighting up on this thing. And, oh, yes, I think I just heard something turn on. Oh? What's that? What happened? Junpei, look! The conveyor belt's moving. The conveyor belt? Boy, I would love to, but I'm stuck on the screen. Well, I guess it's done moving now. Still a bunch of coal in the belt, though. Looks like a bunch of it got dumped off at the end of the belt into that wooden box where we found the control panel. Coal. Coal, huh? Since the belt started moving, it's transported quite a bit of coal. It all drops off the left end of the belt right into the wooden box. Box filled with the coal. As a whole, let's put coal into the furnace. Maybe if we can get some coal in there and set it on fire. Okay, let's do it. Alright, that's the last of it. No coal left in the wooden box. And nothing. Great. Well, I guess I should have expected that. While just throwing coal into a cold furnace do anything. Ah well, a man can dream. Junpei, explain it to me again. You're planning to soak the furnace with coal, which will heat the water stored up there and make steam rise. And make steam, I guess. Which will then drive something else. Am I correct? In other words, you want to generate enough pressure with the steam to power the turbine and drive the steam engine, right? Yeah, I guess that's the gist of it. Well, in that case, this isn't enough coal. This furnace is enormous, so we're going to need a whole hell of a lot more coal than this. Very well then, if three of us work together, then we should be able to manage to fill it much faster. I want to help too. Man, I totally didn't even see her walk up. Are you feeling up to that? Yes. Alright. You look like you're one step free from falling over though, June. I think you better rest some more, okay? But no arguing. Bed. Go. You need your rest, so just stay over there. We'll handle this. Okay. I understand. Okay. Time for some manly work. Let's get this coal into these furnaces. Man, this is a lot of work. Alright. I think this should be sufficient. Alright, now we just gotta light it. Junpei, hand me your matches. What makes you think I have matches? I see. Then how are we gonna light it? Perhaps there's a device nearby that will allow us to remotely ignite the coal. Let's take a look, shall we? Some sort of ignition device, huh? Well, I don't know where that would be. Wait. Oh, that's not a thing. Okay. Will you do something? The control panel for the conveyor belt. Okay, you don't do shit anymore. Oh man, Junpei, I can't believe I missed something so important. What's so important? Look at those stairs. Look at them carefully. That gap. That height. That angle. It's perfect. Perfect? Perfect for what? Whatever, let's just bring Clover here right now. Tell her she needs to walk up and down these stairs. What? Clover's not even here. What the hell is he talking about? You're being a damn weirdo, Santa. Okay. Wait, did I just say... I thought I said there were spiders up here. I think that catwalk there is like the ones you see up in the tops of theaters. Like, for just in the lighting and stuff. Yeah, I know. But what do you call it? How about a tiger walk? It's, wider than a catwalk, I guess. Trying to... You want me to push you off her, Junpei? No way! You jackass. Trying to... I don't remember how to get down. Where am I... Okay, it's that one. Oh, no, that's not the one. That's the other one. See, I can get over here, that's one, but for some reason I can't... I'm having trouble getting over there, and I don't know if I'm just stupid or what. Probably that. What the F? A winch, rope, and hook. There's nothing hanging off it anymore. I have to be missing something obvious. But I've gone over here. It's not this one. Because we already checked the boxes here. And this staircase just brings us to this thing. Yeah, I'm looking. I want to be over here. Why won't it let me get over here? What the fuck? That is. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Am I? The box that had the thing for this was the box I lowered, wasn't it? God fucking damn it. That's what I've been looking for like the past 20 minutes. Okay. Alright. Dumb. Okay, so I'm looking for something that can remotely turn on the thing. That's where we're at then. But it's a question of what? I would think it'd be this probably. Is this? I think it might be. It probably is. I don't think this is how we might ignite the furnace. That means that if we move that thing down... Alright, let's do it. Here we go! Christ. Hey, Junpei! Ace! Look at this. There's big gears turning under the boiler here. The gears. They're spinning. What the hell are you guys waiting for? Let's start looking. Yeah? Gonna. Okay. The gold disc. There's a number of lines engraved on it. We got 3 colors here: red, blue, and black. Huh. I wonder what they mean. I'm gonna have to make things match. Yay. I'll take that. The bronze disc. And the silver disc. Okay. Well, now that I'm done being a feckin' idiot. Not... Which staircase is it? Yeah, this one. Looks like this thing unlocks the door. There's a depression here that looks like it's the outline of 3 circles laid on top of each other in a triangle. Maybe if we put those discs we found into this thing. That was the only way to find out. Let's stick them in. Wait, that's odd. Nothing's happening. Maybe you're, I don't know, putting them in the wrong places? Perhaps you had them facing the wrong directions. Perhaps you should rotate the discs to make some of the lines connect to one another. Huh. Well, no harm in trying. Instructions for operation. When the disc is clicked, it will rotate a certain amount. When the white arrow is clicked, the discs are switched. Please note when the discs are switched, the angles for the discs are reset. Okay, let's think here. Well, that doesn't seem right, definitely. Okay, so whatever this one is always going to be the one that's on top. Okay. I was thinking the red lines were the important ones. The red lines on these discs. I think maybe I can make a star polygon with these. Hey! Alright, that one gave me a little bit of trouble, but it was mainly because I got confused about the box.
Yes! The door's open.
which was a little bit annoying. Given the circumstances, Junpei's happiness was certainly understandable. Ace seemed to share his excitement.
All right, Junpei. Why don't you go get June now? Santa and I will keep an eye on the store.
Santa snorted.
Why do we need to do that? Even if it shuts, we know how to solve the puzzle now.
Well, I suppose that's true. Shall all three of us go and collect June then?
Nah, I'm cool. I'll let Junpei handle it.
He still seemed irritated by something, however, and sat down on the stairs petulantly.
So are you only interested in being contrary?
Ace sighed, with the air of a long-suffering parent.
All right, I'll go get June. I'll be right back.
He gave a quick nod to Ace and Santa and dashed off down the stairs. Before long, he was back on the first floor next to the conveyor belt in June.
Oh, Junpei!
As he drew closer, she stood up, slowly.
Are you okay?
He did his best to sound calm and nonchalant, but there was no hiding the genuine concern in his voice.
Yes, I'm fine now. I'm sorry I made you worry.
June blushed. He wasn't sure if she was embarrassed or still feverish.
Let me check.
Just to make sure, he reached out and put his hand against her forehead.
Good. You're feeling a lot better.
She was feeling far less warm than she had earlier, but she wasn't down to what seemed normal to him.
Are you sure you're all right?
He had to be sure. June gave him a look.
Oh, you're such a warrior, Junpei. Oops, I mean, warrior.
June giggled, oddly. He wasn't sure if she just made a joke or not, but seeing her smile again made Junpei feel at ease. If she was well enough to smile and laugh, then she really was feeling much better. He gave her a friendly poke on the forehead.
All right, let's go.
Go where?
Oh, right. I didn't tell you. We got the exit open, so...
Great! Let's go!
June clasped her hands and nodded urgently. They headed back to the exit, but on their way they found...
Oh, it's...
Santa?
Santa was sitting on the stairs. He was, however, holding something in his right hand and staring at it with a strange expression. Junpei and June slowed down and finally stopped in front of him.
What are you looking at?
Santa answered without looking up, his voice quiet.
It's a photo. It's my sister.
Sister? Santa, you've got a sister?
Santa simply nodded.
Yeah. Kid was cute as a button.
June cocked her head confused.
She was only about an inch tall then?
That's a bad joke. Santa glared at her.
Oh, sorry. I guess an inch is a little large for a button. Probably more like a half inch.
Doubling down. Okay. Not a choice I'd have made. Santa didn't smile. Or laugh.
Sorry.
Why are you looking at it?
Because it gives him inspiration, obviously. He simply turned back to his picture and
I
spoke.
was her Santa Claus.
What?
Wait, what?
This sudden revelation took Junpei by surprise. He had no idea what Santa meant. Does he mean he doesn't know what Santa meant with his words, or does he mean that he doesn't know what Santa Claus means? That could mean one of two things. He glanced at June, who shook her head. She didn't know either.
We didn't have parents. They bought it in an accident when we were still kids. So I had to be like her dad. And that meant that I bought her Christmas presents every year. On Christmas Eve, I'd leave the present next to her pillow. And the next morning, she'd come running into my room with this big smile. Look, look, Santa left me a present. He got me that doll I really wanted. I'm so glad he got my letter. She was always so excited. I was the one who told her to write those letters. I'd say, write down something you want and mail it to Santa. The address I gave her was somewhere in Northern Europe that doesn't exist. Anyway, she'd write the letter and stamp it and send it out. And then a few days later, it'd show up back in her mailbox marked address unknown. I'd open the letters before she figured out they'd been sent back. Once I had the letter, I'd go around to a couple stores with some money I'd saved up over the year and buy her the stuff she'd asked for. It took a lot of saving, but I managed to buy her presents every year.
Huh.
Junpei was silent. He could think of nothing to say.
Huh.
June looked down, uncomfortable. The wall next to him suddenly groaned. Either he hadn't heard the sound or didn't care. Santa kept talking.
But one year, her letter was different. She didn't write a list of toys she wanted or anything like that. Instead, it said, I don't want any presents this year. Instead, I want you to make my wish come true.
Ooh.
My wish is that we'll be happy like this for a really, really long time.
Oh.
That was it. Nothing else. But I couldn't make that wish come true. Some Santa I am.
Santa looked sad. Junpei had never seen him look sad before. He wasn't sure he liked it. Junpei decided it was probably best not to ask Santa any more questions. But
What happened?
June glanced up at Santa quickly as she spoke. He answered, but only with an effort.
She died. She was killed 9 years ago.
Oh shit. There was nothing Junpei could say. His heart felt like a great lump of lead. June bit her lip and looked away. Her face was pale.
All right, let's go.
Santa stood up suddenly, his downcast demeanor gone. He shoved the picture back in his pocket and headed back up the stairs, taking them 2 at a time.
Huh?
Junpei and June looked at one another. There was nothing they could think of to say.
Hey, what are you two doing? Let's get moving, come on!
Santa's voice echoed across the room from above them.
Let's go.
Yeah.
They nodded and followed him quickly up the stairs. Ace was waiting for them at the top. He was leaning against the handrail, and he looked very tired.
Oh, you're finally back.
The door had shut, but it wasn't cause for concern.
Sorry we took so long.
Junpei quickly solved the disc puzzle a second time, and the door opened once again.
Let's go.
In single file, they walked through. After walking for nearly 15 feet, they found themselves in front of a metal door. It opened easily enough, and they passed through it as well. A new room stretched out before them. All right, and I think that's going to be a good stopping point here for today's episode. According to these after facts, so I don't really know strictly what I just did, but I hope you enjoyed what we just saw, and tune in for the next episode of 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. See you all next time. Bye, everyone.